It's time for a project pan update. I know my project pan update is very much overdue. Life got busy over here in the world of Alex and her eyeshadow, and number one, I haven't been wearing much makeup, and number two, I haven't had time to film. Number three, it has been very, very hot in the UK over the past couple of weeks. We had temperatures of around 33 degrees last week, which might not sound like a lot to those of you who live in hot countries, but it is a lot when you're just in no way equipped to deal with the heat. Hence why we're doing a bit of a natural hair moment. There is no way I'm going to be sitting under hairdryers, hair straighteners in these temperatures, and my hair wouldn't stay straight anyway. That is my life story. Let's get into the Project Pan update. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new. My name is Alex. I'm obsessed with eyeshadow and I'm obsessed with panning makeup. So over here on this channel, we are all about using up what you have and enjoying what you have instead of feeling pressured to go out and overconsume and overspend. We don't have any rollouts today, but I am doing a little bit of finagling, a little bit of changing things up, just because I encountered an issue with one of the pieces of makeup that I've been panning and it can't stay. But we will get to that. Let's just go in the same order that we've always been going in and begin with Exhilarate, my highlighter by Rare Beauty. I would like to think that there's got to be some visible progress on her now. I did go away on holiday as well for a couple of weeks, and I didn't bring this with me because this is super fragile and breaks really easily, and I've learnt my lesson and I will not be risking it again. I've worn Exhilarate 12 times this month, meaning that I've worn it 56 times now in the project so far, so halfway there. Halfway to 100 anyway, we're probably not halfway to empty. And it was weighing 43.84 grams last month, and this month it is weighing 43.62 grams, so we have lost 0.22 grams. Then we have got our Sephora blush, and I can't remember what the number this is, but the shade is Sweet on Me, and it is just this lovely peachy pink shade. It does have a bit of a gold reflect, but I just feel like in 2026 terms the gold reflect is basically invisible because things are so glistening and sparkly now compared to how they were in 2016 when I got this. So yes, this blush is 10 years old, which is the reason that it's in this project, to try and get it finished up, used up out of my life. I only wore this 9 times this month, meaning that I've now used it 46 times in the project. So we are slowly getting there, and I do think there is a huge difference in the pan this month because I think the thing joining up the two pans crumbled away. I think that happened in this update. I don't know what's happening anymore. It was weighing 27.58 grams last month, and this month it is weighing 27.43 grams, meaning that I've used up 0.15 grams on this little guy. I always say this in every video now, but I've got severe concerns that this is not going to get finished this year. And I really, really want it to because it's so old. Do go in with a very, very tiny brush for my blush. It's not a very big blush brush. It could be a bit bigger and fluffier, but I just like the precision that this one offers. We have our NYX Buttermelt Bronzer. This is in the shade Butter Biscuit, although that has also rubbed off. And I've used this 16 times this month, meaning that I have used it 71 times now in the project so far. And this is where we're at with that one. And it was weighing 67.04 grams this month, and now it is weighing 66.48 grams. We have moved into a new gram bracket with that one, and we've used 0.56 grams of it. And I'm always blown away by how much more of this I use than anything else powder wise that I put on my face, but it might just be that it is a little bit of a light bronzer for me because I don't like to go too hard with a bronzer on my chubby cheeks. So it might just be that it's a little bit of a light bronzer on me, so I'm going a bit harder on it to try and get it to show up, but that's fine with me. And this, it pains me to have this as an update, but my Charlotte Tilbury bullet lipstick in the shade Bond Girl, which no longer exists, it is now called M.I. Kiss, that we did get down to this little nubbin. I'm going to have to throw it away because the last time I wore it, I got quite a severe rash all around the corners of my mouth and onto my chin. As much as I would love to finish this, I do not want to risk the health of my skin and my face to finish it. So I am going to be rolling that out at that stage, and we did get one use on that, and we ended up using this 13 times this year, so it wasn't even really an impressive amount of uses for a whole year. And it was weighing 23.7 grams last month, and it is weighing the same this month. So this one is rolling out, and I'm just going to roll in its replacement right now, just because it's not an official rollout, and I'm doing some like dodgy dealing here with my project pans. So this is my NYX Smooth Whip Lip Cream in the shade Kitty Belly, and this is in my project 10 uses. But I'm going to take that out of that project, so that project is just going to have 9 items in it until the next update when I roll something new in, and this is just going to go into my project pan because it looks like we're getting near the end of this. I thought it was smelling weird then, but I think it's okay. This hot weather is probably doing a number on our makeup collections. I would say that maybe a few things have not survived the heat. We're just going to be continuing with this in the place of the Charlotte Tilbury one, and I'm really sad and I'm really sorry that it wasn't able to make it to the end, but I don't want to be going around all rashy, and it took quite a long time for me to heal it as well. I will be posting a quarterly empties video for my next video, and in that video is the oil that I was using to heal my rash, which was amazing. If you do want to hear a bit more about that, because it is amazing, then please do subscribe so you can stay tuned for the next video. And then we have got our Beauty Bay lip liner, and this is in the shade Vintage, and it's just a lovely mid-brown lip liner, and I love this lip liner. It's a nice, quite stiff formula, so it doesn't bleed too much, and I've only worn this 3 times this month, meaning that I've worn it 15 times now in the project so far. It was weighing 3.96 grams last month, and this month it is weighing 3.92 grams, meaning we finally lost some weight on this one because we gained weight on it last month, if I remember correctly. Finally lost some weight on it, and we've lost 0.04 grams on this one. I'm enjoying having it in the project. I just feel like I need to spend a little bit more time on it. I need to get more makeup days into my months. I am currently preferring to have a lie-in in the morning instead of getting up that half an hour early to get some makeup on my face and get some makeup used. Next we have Rose Envy, and I have really enjoyed having this in my life this month. I think this is the hardest I've gone on this since it's been in the project this year, because I've worn this 9 times this month, meaning that I've worn it 27 times now in the project so far. It was weighing 30.44 grams last month, and it is weighing 30.05 grams this month, meaning that I've used 0.39 grams of this up. And I really like this. It's just a lovely little pinky gloss. It does have a little bit of a shimmer in there, but you can't really tell either in the swatch or on the face. I am wearing it today. And again, I was really hoping that I would get to the end of this year, but I think I'm just trying to touch too much of my stuff, which is also good, but it means that things aren't going to get used as quickly as I hope they would, and as quickly as I've seen other people using stuff as well. And just need to remember that my panning journey is not going to be exactly the same as everybody else's, and it's okay to be a little bit slower sometimes. Halo Glow is up next. This has been used 17 times this month, meaning that I've used it 59 times in the project so far, and because of the heat, it's melted off the sides quite a lot, so there's a very, very clear tide line on this, which there hasn't been in the past. I feel like I've commented on how I look like I'm making up the tide line, but there it is for all to see. It was weighing 121.48 grams last month, and this month it is weighing 118.62 grams, so it has lost 2.86 grams, which is quite a significant amount of usage there. I'm very impressed with that. Anything over a gram is always very exciting to me, so when you're getting into the 2 gram category, that's wild for makeup. And next we have got my current nemesis, and it is my Kosas Cloud Set Powder in the shade Feathery, and it is my nemesis because it fell apart like it does for everybody. I thought I was going to be special and it wouldn't happen to me, but it has happened to me. Of course it would. I am literally one of the most clumsy people in the world, so it was definitely going to happen to me. I'm really excited that this is in the project so that I can get rid of this piece of trash packaging and move on with my life. I used it 17 times this month to try and achieve that goal, meaning that I've now used it 40 times in the project, which means I'm rocketing through my usage of this compared to some of the other things that I'm using in this project. Last month it was weighing 71.44 grams, and this month it is weighing 70.95 grams. So we've just sneaked into that next gram bracket there, and we have used 0.49 grams in total. I think this will be gone by the end of the year, thank God. We are halfway through the year now, and if I did everything that I did at the start of the year again, a lot of stuff wouldn't be getting emptied. We need to focus. We need to lock in on the panning. This is another one that I'm quite confident that I will be emptying very soon though, and this is my Glossier Cloud Paint, and this is in the shade Coast. Sorry, it's looking a little bit scratched up and gross. I used this 13 times this month, meaning that I've now used it 25 times in the project, and it has not been in the project that long either. And it was weighing 5.85 grams last month, and this month it is weighing 4.2 grams, meaning that I've used 1.65 grams. So again, over a gram usage. Very exciting. That's what we want to see. She's gone beyond skinny. She's gone. She doesn't exist anymore. She doesn't exist to the side. All of the product is just in this little bit here, and I kind of have to squeeze down on the sides to get a little bit out. It is getting a little bit finicky and a little bit less accurate to use. Not that I'm particularly impressed with the application situation of this high-end bronzer anyway. I get that it's meant to look like an acrylic paint, but no applicator, no bells, no whistles. It's just squeezing it out of a tube onto your face, which just isn't giving the high-end vibe that you want sometimes, you know? I've come to expect a lot of high-end brands. If they're taking that much money off me, there needs to be a reason for it. I think this could potentially be done next month if I have a good makeup month, but we're just coming into another heat wave here in the UK, so I again don't know how much makeup I'm going to be wearing because it's just going to be melting straight back off again. And finally we have got Slay Clay by Glossier, and this is just a liquid blush in a little sort of terracotta. No, terracotta's a lot deeper than that, but what colour is that? What colour is that? It's just like light orange, a little kind of corally, I don't know. I didn't think this would last very long on this project, but it's still going strong. There's a lot of windowing in the packaging on the side, you can see. And I really don't think there is much left in here. It didn't last very long, so good for panning, but not if you're looking for a long-term piece of makeup for your collection. I used this 9 times this month, and it was rolled in last month, so I don't have anything to compare it to. At the start of the project, it was weighing 33.66 grams, and it is now weighing 33.34 grams, meaning I've used 0.32 grams of this, which is, I think for a liquid, quite a low amount. And I really do like slather this on because it's not very pigmented, which again is fine. I really do actually like it. I love how it looks on the cheeks, and I do love the colour, and I am wearing it today, obviously just layered with my Sephora blush, so because the Sephora blush is pink, that's kind of come to the forefront a bit more. But I am enjoying the combo of the two of them together more than I thought I would. The orangey and the pink together does work quite well. That is my project pan update for this month. I hope that you enjoyed it very much. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that I vanished off the face of the earth. Life just was life in, but when life isn't life in quite so much, I am uploading here every single Thursday, so I will catch you in the next one hopefully.